You're watching Xhale Yoga. My name is Daniel, and we are out here in the Nowosphere, deep in the heart of the yoga capital of the universe, Austin, Texas. Let the day begin with discipline. Find an easy seat, ground the base, elongate the spine, elevate the crown to its fullest expression, leave the palms open to receive, close the eyelids, turn inward, and begin to focus on breath. For this next moment, moving from the space without and turning inward, and scan the space behind the eyelids, reducing reaction, experiencing each inhale, then with each exhale, releasing distraction to only inhales, only exhales. 5 more on your own.
Alexa, louder.
2. Then at the bottom of this exhale, you can flicker the eyes open, and for the rest of this exercise, we will be connecting breath to movement in a flowing and at times rigorous meditation. Palms reach out, shoulders back. Inhale to carry the palms overhead, big stretch. Exhale, thumbs to heart center, Anjali Mudra. Repeat, palms reach out and sweep this inhale over the crown. Palms connect, lengthen. Exhale, thumbs down. One more just like this. Palms reach out like the wings of an eagle. We soar even greater. Exhale, sigh it out. Let's stretch the side body, float the left palm, and then we're going to lean to the left. Remove any bend from the right elbow, maximizing the stretch from the fingertip all the way down through the side body. Then contract the core and rotate the heart towards space. Draw the right shoulder back, plug it in. All things deliberate throughout this exercise. Then after 2 more breath cycles, we'll flow together to the opposite side, but I'll count it off so that we can flock together, happening here in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Two more. And then at the bottom of this exhale, press both palms into the air, reach up, shake it out, squeeze the center, breathe in. And on the exhale, shift forward to a tabletop position with palms shoulder width distance apart, knees hip width distance apart. Untuck the toes, rotate the eyes or the elbows slightly forward, begin to activate the breath, engage the core, drop the belly, lift the gaze, cow pose. Exhale to press curl round the spine, draw the navel in, cat. Inhale to lower the heart, float the tail, Vidalasana. Exhale, round the spine, Majariasana. Take several more rounds of cat and cow to the pace rhythm of the inhale, followed by the exhale. And then after 3 cats and 3 cows, return to all 4 pillars. Solid, distribute evenly here, firm. Leave the knees aligned with the hips as you begin to traction. Then trace the palms forward for a puppy dog stretch. Shasosana, aiming the heart toward the mat, sinking, surrendering, finding stillness here for gravity's last stand. In a few short moments, we'll be flowing upstream against the downward current of gravity. Stay here or optional rising to the fingertips to engage more deep. And even as we sink and find stillness, continue to observe the pattern. Follow the rhythm of the inhale and exhale. 2 more breaths.
Alexa, louder.
And then at the tail of this exhale, you begin a retraction. Retread the palms back beneath the shoulders in a vertical line. Engage, tuck the toes. Breathe in, extend the hips upward. Breathe out, downward facing dog. First one of this exercise. Pedal it out, stepping into each heel, organic movements here. Option, shake out the head or sway the hips from side to side. Or find cobra in the spine, pressing firm into the palms, drawing the heart closer to the thighs. Stay connected and flow with the movement. Then on the next inhale, shift the gaze forward and rise into the tops of toes. Then with straight legs, navel in, small steps, we walk forward to the top of the mat and then fold forward, Uttanasana. Ragdoll variation. Reach for opposite elbows, surrender the weight of the crown. Option, maintain a soft bend or a deep bend in the knees. Allow the torso to sway to the right, to the left, to the breeze and rhythm of your inhales, then exhales. Stay here or option across the forearms at the base of the nape, reaching for opposite shoulders if this serves you for 2 more breaths. And then at the tail of this exhale, carefully release the bind, lowering the fingertips to the earth. Hollow out the belly, then on this next breath in, begin to unravel the spine 1 vertebra at a time, equal standing. So from Sama to He, we find our roots here, connected at the sole, distribute evenly as you stand up straight with the shoulders back, narrowing the distance between the navel and the spine. Then on this next breath in, reverse swan dive, palms soar above. Exhale, depart the wings and hinge forward, Uttanasana. Inhale to lift up halfway, flat spine, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, plant the palms and step the right toes to the back of the mat, runner's lunge, and let's build this foundation. The asana begins at the sole of the left foot, left knee, left heel, vertical straight line. Fully engage the right leg as you plant the right palm, contract, twist, and reach open to the left. Revolved 8, crescent moon, A. And on this next inhale, the left palm's going to dial to the back of the mat, half circle. Exhale to dial the palm forward, runner's lunge. Plant the right palm as you step the left heel back, then stack it side plank to the right. Extend the southpaw to a 12 o'clock position. If the wrists are tender or arm balances aren't available to you, option is stagger the feet for balance, or maybe even come down to the length of shin or even forearm. As long as the core is active and the hips are elevated, your side plank looks good. Breathe in. And on the exhale, we're going to soften the left palm down to a plank position. Top of a push-up, firm line. Hips, heels, crown, look forward. Press firm into both palms to get the most rise from the arms. Breathe deep. And on the exhale, slow motion. How slow can you descend? Grounding the heart, untucking the toes, leaving the elbows against the ribs as you sweep the heart from the floor. Baby cobra. Exhale to ground, soften. 2 more, lift up, breathe, baby cobra. This time, removing pressure from the fingertips, using the strength of the lower body to stay elevated, breathe and lift. Exhale to ground. One more just like this, rising onto the fingertips, walk them to the corners of the mat. And on this next breath in, either halfway lift baby cobra, or if you have full cobra available to you, extend the arms completely, keep the neck elongated for a full cycle of breath. Breathe in, exhale to ground. Retread the fingertips beneath the shoulder blades, elbows come back to the ribs, tuck the toes, engage the center. Then on this inhale, press up, firm line of energy, Kumbhakasana, plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Shift the gaze forward, please. Bend the knees deeply. Step or jump to the top of the mat. Then fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, root to rise, hollow out the belly, palms reach out, and let's raise the vibration. Extending the palms, connecting and lengthening through the torso. Breathe deep. And on the exhale, lower the thumbs to the third eye and bow forward in service of your practice. Inhale to lift up halfway, flat spine. Exhale, plant the palms and step the left toes to the back of the mat and find the foundation. Rooting down through the left toes. Maintain a solid vertical base. It is from this base we shall construct a myriad of cosmic expressions, planting the left palm, contract, twist, and reach open to the right. Parivrita Ashta Chandrasana A. Then on this next inhale, the right palm is going to dial to the back of the mat, half circle. And exhale to circle the palm like a Ferris wheel, forward through runner's lunge. Plant the left palm, then step the right heel back and stack it, side plank to the right.
Alexa, what's the name of the song?
And one more slow side body breath, breathe in. And exhale to soften the right palm back down to a plank position. Challenge here to draw and drag and sip in the longest, slowest, deepest breath of this day. Then on the exhale, slow motion, either baby cobra or freeze at low plank chaturanga, untucking the toes and pressing upward facing dog, legs active, knees hover. Exhale, downward facing dog. This set of actions is the vinyasa for this exercise. I offer many. Challenge yourself, accept them all, or skip them as necessary. Shift the gaze forward, please. Bend the knees deeply. Step, arrive to the top of the mat, then fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale to salute the sun. Palms reach out this time. This time, interlacing the thumbs, creating resistance, locate the center. Draw the biceps back by the ears. Melt the shoulders away from the ears. Breathe in, slow, deep, full body. Exhale to flurry forward, Uttanasana. Inhale to lift up halfway, flat spine. Exhale, plant the palms, step or jump back to low plank chaturanga dandasana. Then move through this vinyasa. One inhale, upward facing dog. Per one exhale, downward facing dog. Let's check our dog this evening by shortening the stance. Begin to walk the palms toward the toes far enough to make heel to earth contact like an inverted V. And explore the space beneath the skin. Connect to the body mind. The body is the unconscious mind. It is here. Look, listen, feel. What does it speak to you? And from here, continue to walk the palms all the way to the back of the mat, folding forward as you squeeze the navel in. Bend the knees deep, sink the hips low. Hover the palms, then extend the palms over the crown, Utkatasana chair. Exhale to sink and squeeze, then inhale. Exhale to deepen. We are compressing organs. We are activating metabolism. We are stimulating digestion. Then on this next exhale, can you sink a little deeper? Can you squeeze a little more firmly? Then breathe in. Exhale to dive forward and fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, lower the palms and walk them forward back to your regular downward facing dog. Sun salutation B, tilt the hips back. Next inhale, extends the right heel high, three-legged down dog. First 3 breaths, press through the heel. Rotate the forefoot toward the mat. Lengthen, strengthen, sharpen. Next 2 breaths, bending the right knee, rotating the hip right over left while maintaining equal pressure into both palms. Inhale to extend the right heel, point the toes, engage. Exhale, draw the knee toward your nose, curl, shift forward and freeze. Inhale to swing the right heel back to space. Exhale, draw the knee toward your nose, curl, shift forward, then step it forward, runner's lunge. Prepare the foundation, engage the center, and give rise, crescent warrior. With each inhale, expanding as prana floats, each exhale revising, settling the foundation, achieving buoyancy into this left leg, connected to the deep strength. The deepest strength is the ability to lift yourself. Then on this next inhale, reach even greater, squeeze more firmly and listen carefully. On the exhale, we're going to rotate the left heel down, then open up into warrior 2. Hips open, right knee stays in the forward line, straight line over the forward facing toes. If for any reason the knee is tilted inward or off kilter, proper form is to take this right sit bone, pull it inward as it presses the left one away, then lunge forward and notice an invisible line of energy from the right heel connected to the arch of the left foot. Rotate the right palm and reach up. Peaceful warrior, side body stretch. Exhale, cartwheel the palms down frame by frame. Left palm rotates with the left toes forward down to runner's lunge as you step the right heel back, three-legged, then descend halfway, chaturanga, as the toes follow and float you through this three-legged vinyasa. One breath per one action, back to downward facing dog. Side B. Next inhale, extends the left heel high after Pada Adho Mukha Svanasana. Second verse, just like the first 3 breaths, find your fullest expression. Next 2 breaths, bending the left knee, rotating the hip, left over right. Inhale, extends the left heel, point the toes, prepare. Exhale, draw the knee towards your nose, curl, shift forward. Hold. Inhale to swing the left heel back to space. Exhale, draw the knee to your nose, curl, shift forward, then step forward carefully, runner's lunge. Prepare, engage, and then ascend. Ashtha Chandrasana. Stay fierce, stay focused. And one more inhale lifts you even greater. And on the exhale, dial the right heel down and open up into warrior two. Rotate the left palm, reach up, Purparita Virabhadrasana. Exhale, rainbow the palms down, articulate, and take this vinyasa one breath per one action back home to downward facing dog. Friends, we're going to repeat this sequence again. This Sun B. This time, one breath. This time, one action. This time, one breath per one action. Here we flow. Shift the gaze forward. Please bend the knees deeply. Step or pounce to the top of the mat. As you fold forward, squeeze the navel in, bend the knees deep. Sink the hips. Then breathe up, lift into chair. Exhale to sink and squeeze and breathe. Exhale to dive forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, vinyasa, plant the palms, step or jump back and flow with the movement. Downward facing dog. Next inhale, extends the right leg high, three-legged down dog. Exhale to step it forward, runner's lunge, solid, firm. Inhale, Ashtha Chandrasana. Exhale, Virabhadrasana 2. Inhale, Pariparita Virabhadrasana. Exhale, circle the palms down and take a vinyasa. Downward facing dog. Next inhale, extends the left heel high, three legs. Exhale to step on through to the other side, runner's lunge. Inhale, crescent warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, vinyasa. One breath. One movement. Downward facing dog. All right, friends, let's take a short rest here. Take child's pose, balasana. By sealing the base of the thighs to the heels, extend the palms forward, turn the hat around, give the third eye a down, or reach the palms behind you, left open to receive, or draw the knees closer, come seated to heels like a thunderbolt, and take a sip of water. So new friends, old friends, I speak each level in this space. Option to follow each cue carefully. Option to listen to what speaks to you. Option to tune this out and go with the flow. This practice belongs to you. If at any point throughout this exercise you find yourself chasing the breath or losing connection, proper form is to seek rest until you're ready to dive back in. Shift forward, please. Downward facing dog. From down dog, shift forward to a plank position, solid, firm breath. Breathe in. Exhale, slow motion, ground the heart for Sphinx. Walk the palms forward, spread the fingers apart. Forearms remain parallel, the forefoot active into the mat, knees hover. Elbows about an inch in front of the shoulders, lift the heart. So we saluted the sun. We established the foundation, but thou shall not pass the core. The core is the source of your physical power, so tuck the toes, engage the core, then extend the hips up in a firm line for forearm plank, 60 seconds on my count. Here we go. 59, 58, 57, 56, 55, 54, 53, 52, 51, 50, 49, 48, 47, 46, 45, 44, 43, 42, 41, 40, 39, 38, 37, 36, 35, 34, 33, 32, 31, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, exhale, disengage, ground the heart. All right, lower the chin to the mat, keep the forefoot active. And let's take the palms to the base of the spine, interlace the fingers, pressing the palms, then extend the fists over past the tailbone for this locust expression, hovering the forefoot. Option to stoke the Kali Mudra, extending the index finger, wrapping the thumbs. Dare to breathe. One more inhale lifts you even greater. Exhale, carefully disengage. Retread the palms beneath the shoulder blades, elbows back to the ribs, then press the hips up to the heels. For Thunderbolt, or Vajrasana as it is in Sanskrit. So Vajrasana is an alternative resting posture to child's pose. At any time you can come seated to heels, cupping the palms, sit up straight, shoulders back, core active, always, ever, in here, out there, but especially out there and in here. From this space, shift the hips over to either side and extend the legs forward for staff, Dandasana. Distribute evenly along the base, sit up straight with the shoulders back. And from here, we're gonna hover the shins parallel to the floor and to the ceiling, but point the toes, draw the shoulders back, keep the neck long for Navasana. Boat pose, inhale. Exhale, lower to a hover freeze without pinning the shoulders, without tapping the heels. Express the lungs and breathe up and lift up, high boat. Exhale, low boat, hover, freeze, chill, then wait for it. Inhale, high boat. Exhale, low boat. 3 out of 5, which leaves 2 more. Here we flow, lift on up. Number 4. Exhale, lower to a simmer. Friends, on this last one, how many fibers can you activate How slowly can you articulate this high boat expression? Breathe up. Exhale, lower to a hover for 10, 9, point the toes, 8, scissor kicks, 7, 6, or find angels in the carpet, free falling for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Disengage. Sigh it out. So leave the legs long and keep the palms, the arms extended along the side body, palms down. Empty the lungs. Press to the heels, big toes together to touch. Then on this next inhale, we're gonna go legs up the wall pose. Now, connected soul to universe. Just a little bit of a leg inversion here to get some fresh blood moving from the lower to the upper. Stay here, or if you have shoulder stand already in your practice and you want to practice, you can press up and reach for the base of the hips as you extend the legs north, point the toes, distributing evenly along the elbows, triceps, shoulders, crown, neck stays long. Stay here or keep the core engaged if you have halasana, plow in your practice by extending the toes up over the brow, compressing the throat chakra. And then when you are ready to disengage, carefully bend the knees to the ears and unravel the spine, one vertebra at a time. Replant the soles. Left hand to the heart, right hand to the belly, and sway the knees to and from. Reconnect. All right, friends, next challenge. We're gonna traction the palms to the base of the thighs, then begin to start rocking and rolling your frame up and down the length of the mat until one of 3 stops. Either easy seat, Sukhasana works great, or gain enough momentum to roll to equal standing mountain pose, or maybe you wanna roll through, get enough momentum, cross the legs through the chaturanga, then take this vinyasa. All levels means choose your own adventure. And then if you ended up in downward facing dog, look forward and then step forward to the center of the mat. As we transition from segment to segment, we reestablish the base. So let's find a strong, sturdy mountain. Then on this inhale, we're going to reverse swan dive, palms reach up, connect, lengthen. Exhale, Anjali Mudra, thumbs to heart. Let's plant some trees. First, by rising onto the left toes, knee comes forward. Then we're going to open the knee and hip over to the left. Then 1 of 3 to plant this tree, either heel to the low calf or drag the heel to the thigh crease, or option to take the half lotus bind over the right thigh, pressing the palms, connecting a straight line of energy from the crown to the sole. Find a drishti, a point of focus, so that you can tune out and tune in. Only inhales, only exhales. And then from here, we're going to extend the palms over the crown, grow the branches, then extend the left knee forward, keep the heel flexed, and we're going to draw the knee and thigh parallel as you reach for the interior edge of the left foot. Seal the Gyan Mudra, index finger, thumbs on the right hand, whoops, as we get into Nittara Janasana, dancer's pose. Stay right here, or option to press the forefoot into the palm as you're extending the right palm forward, reaching up. Concentrate. 2 more breaths. And exhale to carefully step down, shake it out. There are no redos. This is live action. One take. Side B. Find mountain. And then reverse swan dive, palms reach up. Exhale, thumbs to heart center. Now let's rise into the right toes, knee forward. As we open the knee over to the right, then 1 of 3, rinse, repeat, and plant a tree. One side may be unlike the other. And remember, friends, failure is always an option because failure is always informative. From here, we're going to grow our branches, reach up, and extend the right knee forward. Keep the heel flexed. And we're going to draw the knee and thigh parallel. Reach for the interior edge of the right foot, dancer. Two more breaths. And exhale to carefully disengage, step down, shake it out. All right, from here, let's all step up to the top of the mat. And then reverse swan dive. Let's salute the sun one more glorious time while it's still called today. Breathe in. Exhale to flurry forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift up halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, plant the palms, step back or take a vinyasa. Meet in downward facing dog. All right, friends, main course of the daily bread. Here we flow, tilt the hips back. Next inhale, extends the right heel high, three-legged. Exhale to step it forward, runner's lunge, solid, sound ground. And from here, dial the left heel down, lining up the right heel to the arch of the left foot as if you're gonna balance on a tightrope, then crawl the left fingertips forward. How gracefully can you expand and fan open warrior 2? 5 breaths, 5 points of light in this constellation. Number 1 is a deep lunge in the right knee, toes forward. With number 2, a fully engaged left leg, lateral edge parallel, or a slight inner hip rotation. For number 3, shoulders and hips are squared forward. For number 4, a straight line of energy from fingertip to fingertip. Then number 5, crown elevated to its fullest expression, drishti floating just past the right middle finger. Turn the front palm and reach up, peaceful warrior, but stay, hold, freeze, breathe, deep, lunge, inhale. Exhale to dial the palms to a 12 and 6 position, extended side angle. Option to rest the elbow to the top of the thigh above the knee. Option to hover the forearm to the inside of the right ankle as you extend this left palm to a 12 o'clock position. Noon or midnight matters less, unless you have an alternative expression, perhaps the 45-degree straight line of energy, or even a bind behind the spine or bird of paradise. Side angle is the peak posture for this exercise, which means we are here for approximately 2 extra breaths. Birds and vines. You're in a time zone of your own. Side angles. Hang in there for 2 more breaths. And then at the bottom of this exhale, lift the palms back up through warrior 2. Spiritus exhale, let it be known. Then lengthen through the right leg, shift the hips back. Keep the arms parallel, setting up for Trikonasana, triangle pose. Surf the upper half forward, then dial the palms back into a vertical line. Take up space. Imagine you're carrying a large canvas through a narrow corridor. Stay connected, and you'll be the observer, not the actor. That triangle, side angle, warrior 2, and reverse warrior all share an identical vertical base. 1 more cycle of breath. And at the bottom of this exhale, lift the palms back up to a T, and spin the heels over here to the left for our 5 points of light. Utthita Tadasana, a 5-pointed star. Both feet forward, lateral edges parallel. First 3 breaths, sparkle, shimmer, shine, take up space. When you do, your frequency increases, your esteem levitates then. Seal the Gyan Mudra, index finger and thumbs, and spread the wings wide. Press the heart forward, squeeze the center middle, breathe deep. Then on the exhale, a wide-legged forward bend. Prasarita Padottanasana. Interlace the fingers at the base of the spine and then extend the mudra, the fists up north toward the crown. Option to stoke the Kali Mudra, extending the index finger, wrapping the thumbs. Over time, perhaps experimenting heel toeing wide enough to make contact from the crown to this earth. Stay connected and perhaps even discover a speck of rest at the bottom of this position. 2 more breaths. And then at the bottom of this exhale, carefully release the bind, lowering both palms to the ground, connecting the thumbs in a straight line. Stay low, hover the palms an inch, and spread the wings apart. Then on this inhale, we hinge back open to our 5 points of light. And the good people said, woo! Breathe in. And on the exhale, dial the right heel to the front of the mat, and without seam, step into warrior 2. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, cartwheel the palms down and take a vinyasa. 1 breath per 1 action. Meet and downward facing dog. Side B. Extends the left heel high, 3 legs. Exhale to step it forward. Runner's lunge without a sound. And dial the right heel down, lining up the left heel to the arch of the right foot as you're gonna balance on a paddleboard and crawl the right fingertips forward and spiral open into warrior 2. 5 breaths, 5 opportunities. 5 inhalations expand you. 5 exhalations revise you. Where can you deepen, straighten, sharpen? Turn the front palm. Inhale, reach up, peaceful warrior, but stay for the exhale. Maintain the deep lunge, 90 in the left knee. Breathe up, look north. Exhale to spin the palms back to 12, back to 6. Utthita Parsvakonasana. Birds and vines do the things, side angles. The ability to observe without evaluating is the highest form of intelligence. 2 more breaths. One more breath within. Always stay for the breath without. It's at the bottom of the exhale. We lift back up through warrior 2, sigh it out, exhale. Then lengthen through the left knee. Shift the hips back, arms stay parallel, setting back up for Trikonasana. Breathe. Clothesline the upper half forward and dial the hands back into a vertical line.
Alexa, louder.
One more cycle of breath. And then at the bottom of this exhale, lift the palms back out to a T and spin the heels over here to the right. Back to our 5 points of light. Now, remember, friends, that left and right on some of this is different from me to you as I am mirroring as a yoga teacher. And also I need to be facing the camera. So this time, let's go heels in, toes out. And let's bring the palms together, happening in 3, 2, 1. Breathe in. Exhale, Skandasana, into the right leg. Bend the knee generously, resting the elbow to the top of the thigh above the knee, or anchoring the elbow to the inside of the right ankle as you press the palms, lengthening from the crown to the tail, lifting the left toes. Stay here, or option to take the right fingertips and tent them up and open up to the left to add aesthetic. And from here, palms press down, press back up, 5 points, and raise the jazz. Bring these palms back together, happening in tres, dos, uno. Breathe in. Exhale, Skandasana. To the left, drop the elbow. Lengthen, straighten, sharpen. You see how I'm exploring here the proper alignment? Or add aesthetic, just an option. It's not Simon Says. Although Daniel's about to say something and remove a Lucy from frame. Get off the mic. And from here, palms press down, press back up. Breathe deep. And on the exhale, we're going to lower the palms to the thighs. Sink low. Look forward. Breathe deep. Exhale, lower the left shoulder, gaze over right. Twisting, turning, twerking, bending. One more full breath cycle. And at the bottom of this breath, return back to center, full, deep body breath. Exhale, lower the right shoulder and gaze over left. Stay. Breathe. Deepen. One more cycle. Use the palm to twist it, turn it. And at the bottom of this breath, return back to center. Seal the Gyan Mudra, these things right here, index finger and thumbs in. On this inhale, we're gonna raise up all the way up, up, up to the tops of toes. Breathe in. Exhale, we drift down into goddess pose. Sink low, align the spine with the crown and be the burn. Option to take organic movements, sway from side to side. As long as you're connecting breath to movement, you're in that state of flow. Option to rise onto the left toes, no pressure, no hurry. Option to rise onto the right toes, no problem, no worry. Option to fan the flames of this phoenix over the crown. Breathe deep. Exhale, feathers down, heels high, hips low, heavy is the head that wears the crown. Then from here, carefully lower the heels back to the mat, all 10 toes back forward, hover the palms, and spread the wings. And on this inhale, we hinge back open, we flare back open to our 5 points of light. Woo! Breathe in. And on the exhale, we're rotating the left heel to the front of the house, and then drift down into warrior 2. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, last vinyasa of this class. Step back and flow with the movement. Downward facing dog. Bonus breath while I escort Lucy. There we go. All right, from down dog. Let's go ahead and draw the thumbs together. So we're kind of like shortening the distance from palm to palm. As you tilt the hips back, listen carefully, right? We're gonna extend this right heel high. And on the exhale, carefully step it to the outside of the right palm for lizard. Now with lizard, there's a myriad of options. Remember, it's not Simon Says, do you, boo-boo. Stay here. Or you can carefully lower the left knee and untuck the toes. Or maybe you can explore and think about coming down to the forearms. Option to even rotate onto the lateral edge of this right foot if it serves you. Or there is an intermediate option. I'll cue for the intermediate, I'll demo, but only if it speaks to you. So intermediate goes like this. You plant the left palm. I actually like to use knuckles. It's a preference thing, up to you. Bend the left knee, point the toes north, then you take the right palm, you take a big, wide circle stretch, reaching for the lateral edge of the right foot as you turn the heart open to the right. So this is a significant quad stretch. Two more breaths. And then at the bottom of this exhale, carefully, very carefully release the bind and circle the palm back down. So now we have the palms back between, to the left of the heel, but we're gonna heel toe the heel in between the palms, framing the foot, and keep the left leg straight and keep the whole body aligned with the spine. And then from here, we're gonna shift the hips back into Ardha Hanumanasana, which is half splits. So with each inhale, lengthening through the vertebra, each exhale, deepening, aiming the forehead toward the shin. Three more breaths. And then when you're ready, you can rotate back onto the sole of the right foot, lean forward, tuck the left toes there, press the palms down, then step the right foot back to down dog. I always say tilt the hips back from down dog just to reach that fullest base alignment, and then connect the thumbs again in a straight line as you extend the left heel high, three-legged, and exhale, carefully step to the outside of the left palm. So we're back to lizard. We're good right here. This is golden. or you can begin to explore the expression of your choice. Of course, I will re-cue and re-demo the intermediate option for the underinitiated. So for intermediates, it's the left palm, or in my case, knuckles. I like to get that little extra rise from the arm. Bend the right knee, point the toes, then take the widest, circliest stretch the palm back to the lateral edge of the right foot, and then tilt the heart open to the left. And you'll see I opt to rotate onto the lateral edge of the left foot. Three more breaths. And then at the bottom of this breath cycle, carefully release the bind. Circle the palm back forward, first planting to the inside of the interior edge of the left foot. Now, heel toe, the left sole of the foot in between the planted palms. Align everything and then shift the hips back carefully, half splits. Two more breaths. And then from here, carefully rotate back onto the sole of the left foot. Tuck the right toes, engage, press the palms, step back, downward facing dog. All right, friends, let's cool down by extending the right heel high, three-legged for half pigeon. Exhale, draw the knee forward, rest it behind the right wrist as you drape the torso over the thigh. Extend the left leg long behind you, toes untucked. Walk the palms and elbows inbound, find the center, press up a vertical pigeon. Glance over the left shoulder to make sure the toes are straight, the ankle. And on the exhale, resting pigeon, walk the palms forward to the forearms or extend the palms completely, giving the third eye a down. Three more breaths. Then when you are ready, you can carefully begin to reanimate this pigeon one feather, one quill at a time, retreading the palms back beneath the shoulder blades in a vertical line, engaging, tucking the left toes, preparing, and then pressing up and extending the right heel back to space, three-legged down dog, bending the right knee, rotating the hip, right over left, organic movements here, clockwise, counterclockwise, or otherwise. If you have wild thing in your practice and want to flip your dog, hover the right palm and then carefully rotate the torso over to the left while extending the hips upward with the right palm reaching forward, facing up. The left palm is your primary pillar of support. Know thyself. And then, and only when you're ready to rotate back over, how many fibers can you activate? How much articulation can you express as you rotate through this extended side plank? Press through the heel, rotating into a three-legged down dog on an inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog or bonus logos. Downward facing dog. Side B. Extends the left heel high, three-legged. For half pigeon, exhale, draw the knee forward, rest it behind the left wrist. Drape the torso, extend the right leg behind you. Toes untucked, palms and elbows inbound, find the middle. Press up vertical pigeon, glance over the left shoulder, then go to sleep. Three more breaths. Then, just as mindfully as you operated on its opposite, begin to reanimate one strand by one, by one, by one. Replace the palms. Tuck the right toes in. Prepare, engage, and then press the left heel back up to space, three-legged, bending the left knee, rotating the hip, left over right, restorative actions. Stay here or Kamatkarasana. Hover the left palm and turn over. The right palm is the primary pillar. Let it be known. Now imagine you're at the bottom of the sea. How slow can you flow? How many ripples can you create? How much transformation can you ignite? Combining a single breath with one rotation. Three-legged down dog, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog, or get that bonus logos. Downward facing dog. Shift the gaze forward, please. Step through to a seat. The legs come forward. Dandasana. Sit up straight, shoulders back. Is the core engaged? It better be. Connect the pinky fingers and the thumbs. Oh, yeah. Open the petals of this lotus. And we're going to inhale to breathe in and reach up, grab for your dharma, which is your path. Breathe in. Exhale, a seated forward bend, reaching for the ankles, the lateral edges of both feet, or take the peace fingers to the big toes and flex yourself forward. Keep the awareness of navel engagement so that you can bend deeper. Then from here, you can carefully disengage. And this evening, let's bend the left knee and draw the heel and the calf to the base of the thigh. Firm squeeze right here. Then we're going to carefully extend the left heel over the right thigh. Keep it snug. Lean to the right and then fold the right leg under. Then reestablish the base. I'm going to take the left fingertips or palm and plant them at the base as you reach up and look up and squeeze the navel. Inhale. Exhale, twist to the left, anchoring the right elbow to the outside of the left knee for half Lord of the Fishes. Matsi and Drasana. Each inhale lengthening through the vertebra. Each exhale deepening. Three more breaths. And then when you are ready, at the bottom of this breath cycle, you can carefully rotate back towards center, uncross the legs, extend the heels forward, give a little shake if needed. And then from here, bend into the right knee and draw the heel and the calf to the base of the thigh. Easy squeeze. Then extend the right heel over the left thigh. As you lean to the left, fold the left leg under. Find the base. And right fingertips plant or palm. And then reach up and breathe in. Exhale, twist to the right. One more breath cycle. And then when you're ready, you can rotate back towards center, uncrossing the legs, extending forward. Sit up nice and straight, hover the palms, and then in slow motion, slow, we're gonna drift back all the way down onto the shoulder blades. Bending the knees, walking the heels toward you, keeping the arms along the side body, palms face down. Longest finger reaches the heels, knees hip width distance apart. Setting up for bridge, which is Setu Bandhasana first. By exhaling any remaining wind from the lungs. Then on this inhale, begin to extend the hips upward, pressing the palms firm into the mat. Or option to take the bind by interlacing the fingers, pressing the palms and extending past the tailbone, tucking in one shoulder, then its opposite. Option is stoke the Kali Mudra. I can't see it, but the body mind knows it's going on. The rising and sinking of the belly breath. Then if you still have the bind, be kind. Rewind and lower the spine. All right, friends, we got options. We can do bridge again, or if you're ready for relaxation, you can draw the soles of the feet together, drawing the heels up toward the root, let the knees fall, left hand heart, right hand belly for reclined butterfly, Supta Baddha Konasana. Or if you still have some fuel left in the tank, we can practice wheel, Urdhva Dhanurasana. I'll cue for wheel, or take second bridge, or just chill. All right, wheel goes like this. Return the soles into the same position as bridge, and plant the palms beside each ear, elbows come up, shoulder width distance apart. Now before we lift off, draw awareness, try to avoid going heels in, toes out. That is the most common misalignment that I observe from the under-initiated. So palms plant, shoulder width distance apart, exhale first. Then on this inhale, begin to extend the hips upward. Then press up and raise the crown. Option to reconnect the crown, resituate, or extend the arms completely and the hips upward for wheel. Breathe evenly. Only inhales, only exhales. And then when you are ready to return, carefully tuck the chin and lower the shoulders and vertebra back to the mat. Draw the knees into the heart. Give yourself a firm squeeze for all of the order and all of the logos. Reaching across the shins for opposite elbows like a tiny little package. If you want to take happy baby, reach between the knees for the lateral edges of both feet with soles upward facing. Body sinking, surrendering, dissipating, disappearing into the mat, into that long forgotten space free of care. This is the final posture with cues for this exercise. If there's something I didn't think of that you want to practice, go for it here. Otherwise, when you are ready, you may fan and expand, open into your final relaxation, extending the arms and legs, heels to the corners, allow the toes to fall, leave the palms open to receive, keep the shoulders grounded so that the heart stays elevated. This is your corpse pose, Shavasana. Then as we complete the cycle for our practice, it begins again with this next inhale, the first inhale, into the new Nowosphere, the space where life has only ever lived. Send this awareness throughout the body, energetic. Let this light illuminate the heart space as it outflows, then inflows, passing through the throat chakra. Send this awareness into the third eye, the pineal gland, seat of intuition. Then reanimate by extending the palms beyond the crown. Long good morning stretch. Point the toes, lengthen, squeeze the center middle. And then from here, bending into both knees, taking the palms, aligning, and then rolling over to the left side body, placing the palm by the brow. And then from here, pressing back up to an easy seat as we conclude this practice the same way we began. That after yoga feeling begins now. Thank you for sharing your practice with me and for the gift of your presence. And don't forget to thank yourselves for stepping into radical action on this destinationless journey to become the greatest of all time. At all the things only you are qualified to become: the longest, strongest, kindest, wisest, most patient, most forgiving. There is no vibration that exceeds God's grace. Most generous version of yourself. Take this energy into your day. And thank you for sharing these videos. My name is Daniel. Good karma. Namaste.